Welcome to Simplified Whispers, the place where big ideas are broken down into simple lessons you can use in your everyday life. Have you ever wondered why some people keep moving forward and achieving great things while others stay stuck in the same place? The secret isn't luck, it's how they think. Today, we're starting with a powerful classic, The Magic of Thinking Big by David J. Schwartz. This book teaches us that success begins in the mind. Chapter 1. Believe you can succeed and you will. The first chapter explains that belief is the foundation of success. David J. Schwartz stresses that people succeed not because they are the smartest or the most talented, but because they believe in themselves. When you truly believe you can achieve something, your mind automatically searches for ways to make it happen. Belief creates the how-to, while doubt only produces excuses and failure. The author shows that disbelief works like a negative force. It makes us think small, weakens our efforts, and stops us from trying. On the other hand, strong belief makes us think creatively, act boldly, and stay persistent. Successful people are ordinary individuals with extraordinary belief in their goals. Schwartz also emphasizes the importance of thinking big. If you believe in small results, you will only achieve small results. But if you believe in big success, you prepare yourself mentally and emotionally to reach higher goals. To develop belief, the chapter suggests feeding your mind with positive thoughts, surrounding yourself with encouraging people, and reminding yourself daily that you can achieve great things. Moral of the chapter: success begins in the mind. If you believe you can, you are already halfway there. Chapter 2. Cure yourself of excusitis, the failure disease. In this chapter, David J. Schwartz introduces excusitis, which he calls the failure disease. It is the habit of making excuses for not succeeding. People who don't achieve their goals often blame circumstances instead of taking responsibility. Common excuses include, I'm not healthy enough, I don't have the brains, I'm too old or too young, I don't have luck. Schwartz explains that these excuses are dangerous because they limit growth. For example, many successful people started with health problems, yet they accomplished great things by focusing on their strengths. Intelligence is also not the key to success. Using what you have effectively matters more than having a high IQ. Age should never be an excuse, because people succeed at every stage of life. Finally, luck is not real. What seems like luck is actually preparation, persistence, and hard work. To cure excusitis, the author advises replacing excuses with determination. Stop saying, I can't, and start asking, how can I? Feed your mind with positive thoughts, take action despite difficulties, and focus on solutions instead of problems. Moral of the chapter: excuses hold us back. Success comes when we stop blaming circumstances and start taking responsibility. Chapter 3. Build confidence and destroy fear. In this chapter, David J. Schwartz explains that fear is the biggest enemy of success, and the only way to defeat it is through confidence and action. Most fears are simply mental. They grow bigger when we avoid action. The moment we act, our fears shrink. The author points out that confidence is not something people are born with. It is built through habits. One powerful method is to act confidently, even if you don't feel it. Stand tall, look people in the eye, and speak clearly. These small actions signal strength to both others and yourself. Schwartz also advises avoiding negative self-talk. When we constantly say, I can't or I'll fail, our mind believes it. Instead, feed your mind positive thoughts. I can handle this. I am capable. I will succeed. Another practical tool is memory management. Stop replaying past failures and instead focus on past successes. This builds a mental store of confidence. Surrounding yourself with supportive people and practicing speaking up in groups can also strengthen your self-belief. The key lesson: confidence grows when you take action, and fear fades when you face it directly. Moral of the chapter: do the thing you fear, and confidence will replace fear. Chapter 4. How to think big. This chapter teaches that the size of your thinking determines the size of your success. Many people fail not because they aim too high and miss, but because they aim too low and hit. Thinking small keeps you stuck in an average life, while thinking big opens doors to bigger opportunities. David J. Schwartz explains that successful people are not necessarily more talented. They simply set larger goals and expect more from themselves. Big thinkers see potential, while small thinkers see limitations. To think big, you must use positive language. Words like impossible, hopeless, too hard shrink your vision. Instead, Use words that build hope, possibility, and confidence. The author also encourages measuring yourself by your greatest potential, not by your current situation. Don't underestimate your abilities or compare yourself negatively with others. See yourself as capable of more, and people will treat you that way. Practical tips include: remind yourself daily that you are bigger than your doubts. Look for solutions instead of obstacles. And always visualize success on a grander scale. Moral of the chapter: success depends on the size of your thinking. Think small and achieve small. Think big and achieve big. Chapter 5. How to think and dream creatively. In this chapter, David J. Schwartz explains that creativity is not limited to artists or inventors. It is a skill everyone can develop to solve problems and achieve success. Creative thinking means looking at things in a new way, challenging old habits, and being open to fresh possibilities. The author says that many people block creativity by saying, "It can't be done," or "This is how it's always been." Big thinkers, however, replace these with, "It can be done," and "Let's find a better way." Creativity grows when we ask questions, listen to others, and welcome new ideas. Schwartz suggests surrounding yourself with people who encourage new thinking instead of those who shut down possibilities. He also highlights the power of daydreaming, spending time imagining better solutions, new opportunities, and higher goals. Many successful businesses and inventions started as a dream in someone's mind. The practical steps include: believe that solutions exist, seek out different viewpoints, keep your mind flexible, and practice saying yes to ideas instead of no. Moral of the chapter: creativity comes from an open mind. Dream big, welcome new ideas, and you will discover new paths to success. Chapter 6. You are what you think you are. In this chapter, David J. Schwartz explains that the way you see yourself determines how others see and treat you. If you think of yourself as important, capable, and worthy, people will respect and value you. But if you think of yourself as ordinary or unimportant, people will respond the same way. Your self-image is like a mirror. It reflects in your attitude, appearance, and actions. Schwartz emphasizes that success starts with building a healthy, positive self-image. To do this, he suggests acting the part. Walk with confidence, dress neatly, and carry yourself as if you expect respect. The author also advises avoiding self-belittling thoughts such as, "I'm not good enough," or "I don't deserve success." Instead, tell yourself, "I am just as important as anyone else." By upgrading your self-belief, you upgrade your life. Practical steps include: think of yourself as a leader. Look for qualities you admire in others and adopt them, and practice behaving as if you are already successful. People around you will sense your confidence and respond positively. Moral of the chapter: your self-image shapes your destiny. Think of yourself as valuable and capable, and the world will agree. Chapter 7. Manage your environment. Go first class. In this chapter, David J. Schwartz explains that the environment you live in shapes your thinking and behavior. The people you spend time with, the places you visit, and even the conversations you engage in influence your attitude towards success. If you surround yourself with negative, small-minded people, your thoughts will shrink. But if you surround yourself with ambitious, positive people, your thinking will expand. The author encourages readers to go first class. This doesn't always mean spending more money. It means choosing the best quality experiences, associations, and surroundings you can afford. For example, associate with successful people, read inspiring books, and avoid gossip or negativity. When you expose yourself to excellence, you begin to expect excellence from yourself. Schwartz also warns against letting others' pessimism or jealousy affect your goals. He reminds us to be selective. Don't let second-class thinking dominate your life. Instead, build an environment that constantly lifts you higher. Practical tips include: seek mentors who inspire you, engage in conversations about ideas, not people, and develop friendships with those who encourage growth. Moral of the chapter: your environment shapes your success. Choose first-class surroundings and people to build first-class results. Chapter 8. Make your attitudes your allies. In this chapter, David J. Schwartz explains that your attitude determines how far you go in life. A positive attitude attracts people, opportunities, and success, while a negative attitude pushes them away. The way you think about your work, people, and problems directly affects the results you achieve. The author says that 3 key attitudes create allies for success. The attitude of enthusiasm. Show genuine interest and excitement in what you do. Enthusiasm inspires others and keeps you motivated. The attitude of service. Focus on giving more than expected. When you help others succeed, opportunities naturally return to you. The attitude of gratitude and positivity. Appreciate what you have and believe in better possibilities ahead. Schwartz emphasizes that success is not only about skills, it's about the mindset you bring to situations. If you act with optimism and confidence, people respond with support and trust. On the other hand, complaining and negativity only create resistance. Practical advice includes: smile more, speak positively, encourage others, and approach challenges with a can-do spirit. Moral of the chapter: your attitude is your strongest ally. Stay positive, serve others, and success will follow. Chapter 9. Think right toward people. In this chapter, David J. Schwartz highlights that how you think about other people determines how successful your relationships will be. Success is never a solo journey. It depends on how well you get along with and influence others. The author explains that people respond to the attitude you project. If you think of others as important, they feel respected and naturally like and support you. But if you look down on people, criticize them, or treat them as unimportant, you push them away. Respect and kindness are powerful success tools. Schwartz suggests 4 ways to think right toward people. Be genuinely interested in others, listen actively, and show care. Always give sincere appreciation. Everyone likes to feel valued. Don't waste time on arguments. They only create enemies, not solutions. Think in terms of we, not I. Cooperation builds trust and long-term success. He emphasizes that people are not obstacles, but opportunities. By building goodwill and strong relationships, you create an environment where success flows more easily. Moral of the chapter: treat people with respect, kindness, and appreciation. When you value others, they will value and support you in return. Chapter 10. Get the action habit. This chapter emphasizes that action is the bridge between dreams and success. Many people fail not because they lack ideas, but because they delay acting on them. Waiting for perfect conditions often means never starting at all. David J. Schwartz explains that successful people have one common trait: they act while others keep waiting. The author points out that action cures fear. When you hesitate, doubts and worries grow bigger. But when you take even a small step forward, confidence builds and the fear fades away. Success is achieved by doing, not just by planning or talking. Practical steps include: start now. Don't wait for tomorrow. Act immediately on good ideas. Act with confidence. Even if you don't feel ready, move forward anyway. Don't overanalyze. Too much thinking can kill opportunities. Use momentum. Once you start, keep moving. Action creates more action. Schwartz encourages readers to develop the habit of asking, what action can I take right now? This mindset turns opportunities into results and builds the discipline needed for long-term success. Moral of the chapter: success comes from doing. Start now, act boldly, and keep moving forward. Chapter 11. How to turn defeat into victory. In this chapter, David J. Schwartz explains that defeat is not the end. It is a stepping stone to success. Everyone faces setbacks, failures, and disappointments, but the difference between winners and losers is how they respond. Defeat should be treated as a lesson, not as permanent failure. The author says that successful people look at defeat as an opportunity to learn what went wrong and how to improve. Instead of blaming luck, people, or circumstances, they ask, what can I do better next time? This attitude turns temporary failure into long-term growth. Schwartz also emphasizes the importance of persistence. Most great achievements come after many attempts. Quitting too soon guarantees failure, but staying determined eventually leads to victory. Defeat should never reduce your confidence. It should sharpen your strategy. Practical advice includes: don't brood over mistakes, analyze them calmly, extract the lesson, and immediately try again with new energy. See setbacks as challenges that prepare you for bigger opportunities. Moral of the chapter: defeat is never final. Learn from it, keep trying, and turn every setback into a stepping stone toward victory. Chapter 12. Use goals to help you grow. In this chapter, David J. Schwartz explains that goals are essential for personal growth and success. Without clear goals, people drift through life, reacting to circumstances instead of directing their future. Goals give purpose, focus, and energy. The author emphasizes that big success comes from long-term vision plus short-term steps. He suggests setting a clear picture of where you want to be in 10 years. Career, relationships, lifestyle, and personal development. This vision acts as a compass, guiding your daily actions. Next, Schwartz advises breaking down long-term goals into smaller, manageable steps. A 10-year vision should connect to yearly, monthly, and even daily goals. Each small win builds confidence and momentum toward the bigger dream. He also points out that goals must be personal. Decide what you want, not what others expect. Reviewing goals regularly, writing them down, and adjusting them when needed keeps progress alive. Practical tips include asking yourself daily, am I getting closer to my goal? Focusing on self-improvement, and viewing challenges as part of the growth process. Moral of the chapter: goals give direction and power. Set them, follow them step by step, and they will transform your future. Chapter 13. How to think like a leader. In the final chapter, David J. Schwartz explains that leadership is not about position or title. It is about mindset and action. A true leader influences people positively, inspires confidence, and helps others grow. Anyone, in any field, can think and act like a leader. The author shares key qualities of leadership thinking. Think about people first. Respect, guide, and support others. A leader helps people feel important. Take responsibility. Don't blame others for mistakes. Accept responsibility and find solutions. Set the example. Act the way you want others to act. Your behavior is more powerful than your words. Think progress, not problems. Leaders look for improvements and new possibilities instead of being stuck on obstacles. Develop big goals for others. Encourage people to believe in themselves and aim higher. Schwartz also highlights that leadership is about service, not ego. When you put others' success first, people naturally follow you. Practical advice includes showing appreciation, listening actively, and always asking, how can I help? These habits build trust and loyalty. Moral of the chapter: a leader creates success by lifting others. Lead with respect, responsibility, and vision. Thanks for watching today's video on Simplified Whispers. If you found value in this, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on new insights. Your support means a lot. It helps us keep bringing you simple, powerful lessons to improve your life. And remember, small changes in your thinking can create big changes in your life. Stay tuned, stay inspired, and keep growing with us here at Simplified Whispers. See you in the next video.